Oh, you guys are in for a right old treat tonight because it's movie night again at Batcho's house. I think the last showing was Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. That was a real treat for everyone involved.
My vibrating fork, it forces me to eat slower.
This time it is 1954's Them. It's a horror picture because it's Halloween, it's Spooktober, and we're all a little bit excited, aren't we? So yeah, so settle down into your bridges or whatever, and yeah, get comfortable and we'll watch this movie together. This is not a reaction vid, this is a professional film commentary. Do not try this at home, only people like me do it. We're in a different room today, a room that doesn't have any soundproofing, so it's going to be echoey as fuck. So this film today, I don't really know what to expect. I know a few things about it. I imagine from the poster and the period that it's from, it's going to be like these cheesy 50s B movies where like an alien invaders or some shit. It's going to be a big alien invasion, but of course the aliens are a metaphor for communism because it was the big Red Scare back then. And it's going to be like, what is this, a commie? It's all going to be commie this, commie that.
You fools, you're in danger! Can't you see? They're after you! They're after all of us! Our wives, our children, everyone! They're here already! You're next!
I think I'm just going to go ahead and play the movie. Movie night at Batcho's house. Oh shit.
What are you doing out here, honey?
For people who've seen Aliens, like, it's unmistakable the similarities between that girl and Newt.
Looks like she's in shock.
That's a good 1,000-yard stare from the girl actress. She's seen some shit. See, if this movie's good, I won't want to talk over it. I'll just want to watch it. Like, fuck you guys. Any good horror seems to have a intriguing setup, an intriguing beginning. I don't really want to talk, I just want to fucking watch the movie.
This blood must be 10, 12 hours old. Whatever happened here must have happened either last night or early this morning.
I should say I haven't seen this film before myself. This is my first viewing. So I first heard about this film from an interview with James Cameron where he was talking about aliens.
Like all great films, it does step upon the shoulders of those things that preceded it.
Right.
Okay, first off, Them. 1954, we find the traumatized child wandering in the desert.
I said, no, I saw it when I was 5 or 6, you know, on television when I lived in Canada. He said, we'll just rent it. And so I went and got the tape, and I was quite surprised about the whole sort of little subplot of the little girl, because there's obviously some similarity there.
She's clutching a doll.
But
the good thing about this so far is it's not particularly cheap looking like you might expect from like a 50s B movie. Also, the acting is quite good. It's subtle. It's not over the top and in your face and shit, basically.
Say, Johnny spotted a car and trailer up ahead. Maybe she's from there.
It's spending a good amount of time building the tension, or building up to whatever is going on, whatever is causing all this. What the hell? I like how they're building up to it. They're really like utilising the concept well. It's not just a gimmicky alien film, at least so far. Like they're seeing all this weird shit like, what the hell is this? What the hell is that?
In what area was the atomic bomb exploded? I mean the first one, back in 1945.
I really thought it was Oppenheimer's behind it. We got our sequel to Christopher Nolan's latest film. Like, obviously that woman, one of these two blokes here, are going to end up getting with her. I just don't know who. There's two, like, handsome Harrys here. Trying to figure out who their main character is going to be. See, this woman here, she can't be a love interest. She's too old, and she has glasses. Did he go for a piss? Not to be like one of those people that's like, oh, old cinema's just better. But you see all this smoke, all this fog that's just blowing on them here. Like, it's making it really atmospheric, and I really like it. And in those days, they just fucking got a massive fog machine and right in the actors' faces. You can tell it's just so windy. Fuck me. It doesn't look brilliant, does it? I mean, I like the basic design.
Species appears to be Camphinotus ficus.
Speak English, Doc. Can only communicate via car alarm. So what's happened here is basically the area, they're near the area where Oppenheimer first let off that bomb in like the desert or somewhere, and that's caused some mutation where all these ants are becoming big boy ants and killing people. So no aliens, just mutants. I hope they look more convincing than that first one. Like, this is a creature feature, and ideally you want the creatures to look good, not like a fucking something out of a carnival.
Why don't you let me go in there tonight with some bombers and wipe out that nest?
Just gonna nuke it! They're already big because of one nuke. If you nuke them again, they'll just be even bigger. They'll be mega ants.
This illustrates a typical ant nest. Observe the detail.
What you have to do, it's going to be like this, but a lot bigger. I'm looking forward to seeing if they showcase like a huge underground ant nest, and then hopefully that looks cool. Just shooting at nothing. Okay, I think you've done enough practice shots there. The sounds they're making more like bird sounds, and I guess like, what the fuck sounds do ants make, you know? There's no like iconic ant noise, is there? It's like, eh.
That leaves you here. Now look, we don't know what we're going to find down there or what'll happen.
I love those setups where it's like they're going to go on an adventure, they're going into this dangerous place, and you have all of these lines like, oh, no way you're coming with us, buddy. We don't know what we're going to find down there. So cool. And it's another ant. And we're going to burn it. Getting a little bit stale. It's just sort of walking along, encountering, oh, it's another ant, oh, we kill it, oh dear, oh, we've done it, and then like a few more minutes go by, oh, we've seen another ant, oh, kill it, and it's the same shitty looking ant. It's like Aliens, you know, they're going to somewhere like unfamiliar and ominous and scary, but it's just there's no sense of threat because these ants are stupid. And I gotta say, so far the characters aren't really doing it for me. Like, all you really need for the characters is to be somewhat a little bit charismatic or to have a tiny bit of depth. They haven't given either of these two leads, and there's two leads which I don't understand why. There's like an FBI agent and a copper. They really just should be the one. And they're a bit too understated. They're not really that cool or likeable or anything.
Well, then that's why that little girl reacted so violently.
And the coroner's report said that Gramps was filled with the stuff. Now, these ants and related species are common to most of America.
This is the most action-packed scene so far. See how they're like flicking about all dead fast like that? It is freaky. Imagine giant ones of them.
Is a close shot of a winged male.
Not like the most interesting part of the movie, and I might as well just be watching a fucking David Attenborough documentary. Like a giant version of all that would be terrifying, if done convincingly. They have gone in a different direction now. They're starting to focus on like what Washington is doing in response to this epidemic.
Anybody found out yet what's going on in this building?
No, real TS stuff. Top secret.
Real TS stuff, then he has to clarify that it means top secret.
I was flying south from Corpus Christi, heading here.
I saw some wacky ladybug looking thing. Okay, I don't mind films like these, like going away from the monsters and focusing on the human aspect for a little bit, but there really isn't that much to these characters, so it's really uninteresting to watch these scenes. And I might be wrong about this, but I feel like the film has sort of shown all its cards, like this is what the creatures look like, they're not very impressive, and that's all we can really hope to expect from this point forward, is just more of that, but now they're going to be flying about. I say the opening was good with that little girl, and it was cool and like iconic kind of, just sort of petered out a little bit.
Do you know where they might have gone this morning?
Where?
You see, the mystery's already been revealed, like we know that there are mutants on the loose, but they're still going on with this investigation, and I get they don't really know everything about the mutants, like what they're going to do, where they are. There's no momentum or anything, because it's just all this planning what we're going to do when the creatures get here, and it's like we should be past the preamp by this point. There's all these mysterious murders, like yeah, we know exactly what's causing them.
Don't worry, they're coming! Not just 2
ants.
There's gonna be 5, and they're gonna be huge. You won't believe it.
Let's ask these people if they've seen any giant ants.
Well, let's go talk to him too.
We just need to interview one more person so we know for sure that there are ants on the loose.
What have you been doing lately?
Same as always, nothing.
Have you seen an ant? Dude, just looking at the camera there. So this secondary investigation is all about trying to find where the ants have moved to. I just don't think the film should have spent that much time like figuring that out. It does feel like it's stretching all of the human stuff out, so because they don't have that much on offer to show, they only have like a few sets, a few props. They only got a few more ants left. It's sort of like we're at the start again, like we're at the investigation part of the film, and what it's like over an hour in, and it's only an hour and 30 minutes. It's pretty much the same length as Mall Cop too. Best thing about this film was the fog, the realistic looking fucking fog.
Here's tire marks.
Well, I think ants had something to do with this. Are you sure this could have been an ant? Ants are known to do these peculiar kind of rituals. They say these ants have the IQ of a 4-year-old child. So we don't know what we're in for.
Why a special press conference at 5 o'clock on a Sunday?
He just says, I'm going to break it to you, mate. It's fucking ants. Just ants, mate. Big ants everywhere. It is fucked.
Gentlemen, you've been called here to be informed about the most serious crisis this
The serious ant crisis. We need this to happen, sorry, but with all this shit happening in the world, with like the Ukraine and Israel, we were just coming out of COVID, all this crap, all this depressing shit. If this is indeed the end times for our species, I think it would just be an excellent thing if in the next couple of months these ants, these giant mutant ants, appeared and just started killing us all, and that's how the human race ended. Just a bunch of fucking big ants. I'd rather that happen than just some depressing thing where we all kill ourselves by nuking each other or some shit.
A couple of months ago in the desert of New Mexico, gigantic ants were discovered.
That'd be so cool. Just instead of like this, oh, there's been another like COVID variant, oh, it's so boring and depressing. It's just like there's a fucking ant on the loose, a fucking army of giant ants on the loose.
They have already killed a number of persons. Stay in your homes, I repeat.
It's a pretty downplayed reaction. This must have been a big film back in the day. Well, there's no communist undertones, so...
These ants could infect our ideology. These ants aren't big fans of capitalism.
We're well over an hour, and they still haven't done anything interesting with these characters. They're still kind of just boring, basic people. But they're all attractive, so... Okay, so we're in for our, like, the final third act action set piece, which might be really cool. Maybe it'll improve the entire movie and save it. You know, if they use miniatures and stop motion animation for the action, I'd be happy. Instead of these dumb machines that can only just do that. You know, for Halloween this year, I know we're all probably going to like get together with friends and watch some scary movies. It's probably going to be stuff like The Conjuring, because, you know, most casual people like you'll be friends with, they'll just want to watch those kinds of films. But I'm going to dare someone out there, someone watching, just to like, okay, we're going to put on this really scary film I've got for you guys. Oh, it's just like The Conjuring, it's just like The Nun or whatever the fuck. And then just put this on. It's like, oh my god, it's fucking them, guys. It's full of jump scares.
Mr. Peterson, stop all motors. Stop all motors.
Ugh, the ants! The ants have come! Ah! They're trying to get in my ass! As ant films go, this is better than Ant-Man or Ant-Man Quantumania, all that generic shit. Probably not as good as The Bug's Life, which, to be fair, threw the fucking ants under the bus, because they should have called it The Ant's Life. But they're like, oh no, not ants, because ants, it's not a nice word, so they just said The Bug's Life, kind of just to whitewash it. That's like the bug equivalent of whitewashing. They sort of like bug washed it. They just didn't. What the fuck? What's it going to be? Oh, I wonder if it's going to be like an ant. You know that fucking thing we saw like an hour ago? It's not looking like I'm too fond of this movie, but you know, it hasn't ended yet. But I can just tell there's going to be someone in the comments being like, oh, well, this is my favourite movie that you're shitting on it. Like, oh, come on, it's actually an iconic classic. Like, you notice that way? It's like every fucking movie you watch is like, it's an iconic classic. Oh, you gotta fucking love this. So, oh, how could you not love this? It's like, not every film's going to fucking do it for me, alright? You gotta love every movie that everyone else fucking likes. Fucking cunt on that box, like, oh, it's such an iconic classic, this. If I watched 10 Commandments, it was just fucking some self-righteous bore fest. It's like, oh, but it's a classic, because Cecil B. Miller, whoever made it. Surprise, surprise. It's ants. Guys, it's the ant. The fucking ants, man, they piss me off.
He's found the nest.
He's found the ants! He's found the mid-looking ants. Oh no, it's another ant! I think it would have worked so much better if we somehow like used stop motion and like superimposed it onto where the actors were. Because you could have these like, the stop motion, you could have them have these movements that are really sudden and quick and creepy like a real ant. He's getting bummed by an ant. Like, come on, that sound effect, like in terms of like the sound design, like just like squeaky sound effects, pretty shit, isn't it? And it's annoying. My shitty soundbar really isn't doing like this audio any favours. Ant. Ant. The noise is headache inducing. I think we've got... thought we had the last one then. Oh, they're quite cute like that, actually.
Please don't. Then you put his hands.
Okay, burn them out.
Okay, that was a bit of an unceremonious end. Oh, we found the ants, the queen ants, I'll kill them. Pff, yeah, done, yay. Hope there's no more of these.
Burn them out.
What about all the others?
I don't know.
Well, I think we can all agree that was amazing. That was alright. Okay, that's done. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but hopefully it'll be somewhat entertaining, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be the most disliked video of all time. Now, in case you're thinking I have some disdain or bias towards like B-movies or old horrors, well, that's bullshit, because it's one of my favourite things to do is on like a Friday night or something, get a pizza and watch a 90-minute cheesy horror movie. This is just not a very good example of one of those films, because it wasn't that fun. Characters weren't very good. It's a creature feature and the creatures were kind of unconvincing. The special effects were fairly simplistic and a little bit flimsy and whatnot. Do you want to know what time it is? For me, it is 35 minutes past 4. I was hoping to actually like that film and maybe have some old classic to recommend to you people, but not really the case. Well, maybe, I don't know, you're free to watch this film at your own peril. Maybe you'll love it, maybe it's amazing. This is usually like a genre of film that I do find very charming, so it's quite upsetting and disappointing that I didn't like this one. If you want examples of good B-movie horrors from the 50s, Creature from the Black Lagoon, that might be from the 40s, I'm not entirely sure, but that's like a big classic. I remember enjoying that a lot. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1956 one, not the one with Donald Sutherland. I prefer that to the 70s one. That's a good film. And this one's going a little bit further back, but the 1933 King Kong movie, I think that was the year it came out. That movie's awesome, and the effects in that aren't even that convincing, but it's just they still look cool because it's all done with this stop motion, and it's like King Kong fighting a dinosaur. It's just really cool. It's like a kid playing with his toys. But that's me done for tonight, and yeah, please give me some feedback in the comments about how shit this video has been. Because I'm okay, I like some brutal honesty, you know. And happy Halloween and Spooktober, and don't do anything that's a bit... Don't traumatise any grannies on your trick-or-treating. Please hit like and subscribe and suck my willy. I sure hope no ants get me tonight when I stop recording. I'm a bit scared now. And remember to fucking subscribe. God, what a stupid video. 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 God, what a stupid video.